Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Go! Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Mustang 19!
Here's 2nd and 11. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Now he starts from the 6. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep on their own side. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Go!
3rd and short, here's Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
We're working a couple of yards past the line. All down by Dorrance Armstrong. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Let's go now. Come 19.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. A 1-yard gain on the play, and the Commanders will have a 1st.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Here's Austin Eckler. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Staying with Robinson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. The 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Our score, 14-0. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Daniels coming back after that pick. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
2nd down and 10. Daniels has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Forced out to his right. That's caught for the 1st. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Commanders will have a first. Again, Daniels to the air. Has a man, it's Brown. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the gun, it's Robinson. They're driving forward, but won't get beyond the line. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Nothing for them on second down, and now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Another carry for Robinson. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On first down, here's Daniels. He'll get this one to Brown. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
First carry now for Austin Eckler. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
The throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Daniels now. Has it in close. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The 49ers in possession. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Let's go. 69.
They send a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 13. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Second down now, 7 to go. Daniels back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw complete to Eckler. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Fred Warner. Washington calls it second timeout. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Short pass brought in. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneers.
Daniels on first down. Escapes. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Play action now with Purdy. Looking for a target. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to throw. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams. It sets you up for success.
Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop him short on a sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't. And you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Throw left side, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Again, here's McCaffrey. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun is Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sandra still makes the play. The 40. Hits the 20. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 a multiple highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy setting up that play action. Oh, he put some heat on this. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders turn the interception into a drive starting in enemy territory. He's tackled at the 45-yard line. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, go! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. So now here's 3rd and 5.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Washington first. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go.
1st and 10 are under Robinson. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Samuel now to return it. Return's looking good so far. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Throwing off the play fake here. And they pick him off again. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field. Oh, that that one stinks. Take the 6 off the board, partner. That was an interference-aided interception.
And he could be as upset as he wants that that play won't count for him or his team, but deep inside he knows that pick 6 probably doesn't happen without the interference on the play.
Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he takes it up and across midfield to Commander's territory. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
They send Samuel Wright. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Buys time, rolling right. And on fourth down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch. He was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof, well, it's a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Setting up the running back screen. Oh, he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing fourth down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
First down throw by Purdy. Outright McCaffrey makes the grab. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. 49ers trail by a field goal. Second and 3 now.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the 32. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He picks up 28 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Samuel now to return it. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Caught by Deebo Samuel. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. San Francisco calls it second timeout. Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's on the move, and he hits the end zone. Touchdown! I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he's out of bounds to stop the clock following a massive gain to begin the drive. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They send Samuel right. Purdy on 1st down. As the open man downfield. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Pretty throwing here on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Took his shot at 6 that time. And it sets up second down. To throw again, it's Purdy. Searches from the pocket. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.